What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over how you can make dynamic samples that are kind of in the CUBEATZ style. So I'm going to go through all of that, show you all the tips and all the instrumentation that's involved in that. Hopefully you learned something useful in this video, but with that, let's get straight into the sample that I'm breaking down in this video. So the first tip is to start with acoustic and ambient instruments. These both help capture the sound of real instruments, and they also work really well with the effects that I'm going to show you later in this video. So that kind of relates to sound selection and the instruments that you're using before you actually start composing the music itself. So for this beat, I started with a piano, some synth sound, as well as a harp, and then I kind of built from there. That leads me to the second tip, which is use a harmonic or natural minor scale. This helps you accomplish that dark sound that you hear in a lot of CUBEATZ melodies. So I started out with a piano, and then I just made this really basic chord progression that's just kind of 4 bars. After that, I copied the MIDI to the other sounds, and then here's kind of what the melody sounds like. So that also leads me to the third tip, which is keep it simple. A lot of the time my melodies are a little bit more complicated than this, but you'll see that with a little bit of flipping and effects, you can really make a simple melody sound very complex and interesting. But one more thing, for the harp sound, I added an arpeggiator and set that to quarter notes just so that I have some movement in the melody. Those passing notes really help make the melody more dynamic. So next, I bounced all those instruments down and pitched the audio file down 3 semitones. And now for the effects, I started with Isotope Vinyl, which is a great vinyl plugin to give it that antique sound. I set the wear to 30%, the warp depth to 70%, the year to 1970, and then the RPM to 78. I just found that these settings really worked with the melody that I had, but you can go ahead and manipulate the plugin however you want. Next, I EQ'd out the low end of the melody, and then I also pitched the melody down 1 more semitone with the built-in pitch shifter in Logic. This is a little bit different than the transpose tool because it has some delay and it kind of pushes the melody off the grid a little bit, which I think works really well with CUBEATZ Melodies. Finally, then I bounced that down 1 more time, chopped it up, and put it in a sampler. I pitched it down just a little bit more, and then I just changed up the chops to change the melody a little bit. Here's what that sounds like. And then finally, I bounced it down 1 more time. I added just a little bit more vinyl effects, and then I also slowed the melody down just a little bit by changing the BPM. And then I stretched the melody just to fit that slower BPM, and then while stretching it, the pitch of the melody actually goes down just a little bit. And then finally, I added a little bit of gain to the melody just to bring the volume level up, and then exported it, and that's the melody. Those are the kinds of techniques that I use when I'm going for CUBEATZ melodies. Hopefully some of those were useful for you. Overall, it just takes a lot of practice, getting around your DAW, getting around these effects, and knowing how to apply them. I also added some basic drums to this melody. I'll play the beat in the outro just so you can hear what the melody sounds like in an actual beat. With that, we have a lot of new videos coming in these next few weeks. I'm here with Donovan. Obviously, you can see him right there. We're working on a bunch of new content, so subscribe for that. We've also started posting beats on SoundCloud, so you can check the link in the description to see those, and then we're also going to be selling some beats over the course of these next few weeks, so you can check those out. And with that, I guess we'll just see you in the next video.